Jean-Marie, while we're doing that, it's probably a good time to just have a little 1 minute discussion on the waxing, if that's, because then you've got a bottle in your hand.
Okay. So the whole idea what brought me waxing was some research made on the premature oxidation for white wines. A local lab came to the domain of a grower in the Côte de Beaune, and that was in Meursault, and the grower adjusted the free sulfites at 25 milligram per liter of free sulfites. And they took the 12 bottles following each other on the bottling machine and stored it for 1 year. 1 year later, they measured the free sulfite of all those bottles. Some bottles were still at 24 milligram. Some of the bottles was at 4 milligram per liter. So we can basically say that there's a speed of there's variation of aging with a speed of could be 6 times faster in some bottle compared to some others.
Sure.
Which is definitely not acceptable. And the idea for me was to consider that if this is happening for white wines, this happen for red wines too. And also with the observations that the wines have much less potential for aging. The wines was made over the last 20-25 years compared to what was made 50 years ago. So I came with the idea that the density of the corks also was not as good as what it was before, and they allow too much oxygen going into the bottle. So really first of all, to give the same chance to every single bottle in a case to age with the same speed, and to compensate also the lack of density of the corks. Wax to me seemed to be the natural answer to compensate this. Considering that it's not going to stop the oxygen totally to go through the corks, it will reduce by 80% the amount of oxygen going to the cork. So it still give a very slow breathing, but much more equal between every single bottle.
How do you open it?
So, well, it's very simple. As it's a soft wax, they just add a sap of pine trees into the very hard mix, and that make it soft. So rather than trying to cut or anything, the easiest way really is just to go straight to the corkscrew for the wax. And just to pull, and nothing's going to fall in the bottle. And there you go. It's as simple as that.
That's brilliant.